For more on Jeff Sessions' decision to recuse himself, we go now to Faraz Ozel.
Thanks, Trevor. I'm here outside Attorney General Sessions' office, and what you need to understand about the
I'm sorry, Faraz, but where are you? It looks like some kind of dollhouse bed and breakfast.
I believe the term you're looking for is the Shire.
Oh, okay, I get it. Because Jeff Sessions is a hobbit.
Oof, they don't like that word, Trevor. They prefer the term ring bearer.
I can't say hobbit?
They can call each other that. It's not your word to use.
Faraz, Jeff Sessions has already recused himself from any probe into Russia's involvement with Trump. But shouldn't he quit if he's admitting he did something wrong?
See, recusing yourself is not an admission of guilt. I mean, it's not like he lied about what happened, Trevor. He just didn't tell the truth.
But Faraz, today he admitted he had met with the Russians.
Yeah, they met, but it's not like they had a meeting. You saw the White House statement. Sessions met the ambassador as a senator, not as a Trump advisor. And they only talked about senator stuff. You know, how a bill becomes a law, which intern is the most fuckable, which, by the way, is Kyle. Kyle by a mile.
That's ridiculous.
Have you seen Kyle? You could park a car on those lips.
No, I mean that rationale.
Oh, well, who cares, Trevor? It's not like they discussed the campaign.
But a Trump administration official said they did discuss the campaign.
Okay, sure, they discussed the campaign, but like that tweet tweeted, it was just superficial talk, you know? How's it going? Votes are fun. How can we collude with the Russian government to affect the election? Small talk.
Wait, what was that last part?
Trevor, let's not lose sight of what matters here. Even if Sessions met with the Russians and discussed the campaign, it's not like he did anything wrong. Unless he did do something wrong, in which case he still didn't do anything wrong. Look, I'd love to explain this better, but I think it's time I disappear.
Okay, that's just your wedding ring. It's not going to make you disappear.
It made my sex life disappear. Am I right, Trevor? Hey, you want to hang out later? I got nothing to do.
No thanks, Faraz. Faraz Ozel, everyone. We'll be right back.
On today's segment of Party Monitor, we're talking about unification, which Democrats are making a priority because Trump's cult is intimidatingly unified. His core supporters find their way into every nook and cranny like an uncontrollable scabies outbreak. And while Democrats are busy infighting, these Trumpsters have even found a way to breed only amongst themselves with a new dating site. TrumpSingles.com, launched only a few months ago, already has over 20,000 subscriptions. Now, if you're like me, you might be a little confused because I thought the Trumpsters already had their own dating site. No. These new Trumpsters are so intense, even people on Farmers Only are like, you yell USA a little too much. It's getting obnoxious. We are at church, Hank. And many fear that the fertilization of a seed from such misinformation could lead to Frankenstein-caliber mutations. But don't worry. Most Trumpsters got their defects out of the way generations ago, having come from a long line of cousin fuckings. You know, this might actually be the first type of segregation I'm in favor of, because I don't want to end up on a date with a radical Trump-dementalist. How would I even open that chat? Like, Breitbart and chill? You up for a hate crime later? We'd never see eye to eye. Couldn't agree on anything. I'd want to watch the X-Men, she'd want to watch the exiling of Mexicans. It just wouldn't fit. And honestly, from what I've experienced debating with Trumpsters on Facebook, it's like we're speaking different languages. Mainly because I use proper grammar and punctuation. I mean, it's scary that these people had to make another site just to get laid. That means that even people on Grindr were like, ugh, you believe what? Get your fist out of there and get the fuck out. You are disgusting. But from all this, Democrats can learn that it's time to get unified. These Trumpsters are in the family planning phase. Democrats are still fussing about their new chairman, Tom Perez. Democrats are like colleagues choosing lunch, and they're like arguing about getting Indian or Mexican. Meanwhile, the opposition is deporting all the chefs. Even Bernie Sanders has joined up in a new series of unification rallies with Tom Perez. They've officially titled the Come Together and Fight Back Tour, which is much better than their original, much more honest title, the Please Unify for Fuck's Sake, We Can't Let This Shit Happen Again Tour. So remember, liberals, as hard as it may seem to set your differences aside, that's infinitely easier than learning Russian to appease your future overlords.